Wouldn't you like to have a knife that does everything for you when you go camping? So welcome back, everybody. So I got normally do swords and whatnot, but I haven't in the knife review. Now, we always see all these different knives, you know, they do this, they do that, and what have you. But this coming from my personal opinion, there's one knife when you go camping that can do everything for you. And that is a kukri. So, kukris have been around for a long time, since, if I remember correctly, the 7th century. The reason why I say this knife will do everything for you, you can even defend yourself with it, is because you can chop with them, you can clear brush with them, you can clean, you can prep food with them. Like the belly right here, you can actually use it for skinning. This little part right here, okay, that little part right there is actually a reservoir drip. So if you have water or, you know, blood on there, when it gets right here, what it does is it's going to stop and drip off so it doesn't go into your handle and rot your scales. Pretty smart design. But these have been around for a long time, and the moment you swing these, you can feel the heft behind them. So that kinetic energy really is focused in this upper part of the blade. Now this is an 8-inch blade. Typically they're about 8 to 12. This one is from Purple Dragon. Now, I have a few other knives from Purple Dragon. It's a tongue twister. And I think they do a really, really good job. Now, the other two knives I have are D2 steel. This one, right here, is made out of S35N. Okay, so it's better than S30V. Way better. In fact, S35N came out before MagnaCut even did. So this is a more superior steel than S30V. This actually has carbide in it. So with the carbide, it makes it less prone to chipping and rolling a bit. Okay, it is a stainless steel blade, but it can resist corrosion to a certain extent, but it will keep its edge a lot longer and a lot better. So, and I'll have some close-ups of this. It's got a rosewood handle. Like I said, I won't get close-ups of this. Now, what I like about this is it does have a thick spine, but then it tapers out nice. So, I mean, because most kukris, they're just a straight, thick spine on the back. This one tapers on the back side. So you can actually stab really good with this one if you had to. Comes with a little paracord lanyard. You can't really put your hand in it. But it's nice, I like it. It's got a nice weight to it. You can't really say kukris have a good balance to them because they're so front heavy because of the curve, the bend in the blade. And that's to help to assist in chopping, in slicing. Because you can slice with these. They're not just a chopper, they're a slicer too. It's got a fairly decent edge on it. But yeah, it's a good little hefty knife. I like it. And then coming with it is a nice real leather sheath, and the stitching looks really, really good. It's even got a dragon for this, or excuse me, not a dragon. It's got a lion. Let's see if I can't get that in there. On the snap, lion's head. So basically, this fits in there like so. And it's a nice tight snap. There we go. So nothing's going to move on you really. So it's a nice leather sheath they give you. It's got embossing in it of flowers and whatnot. So pretty nice, especially for the price. The price is like $30, something like that. I'll put a link to it in the description so you can check it out. They do have a second version of this, except the sheath is black and the scales are black and they're made out of real ebony wood. So, and this is rosewood. So it's just a black version of it. But everything on this, these snaps are really good. Feel really comfortable in the hand. And the nice thing about kukris like this one, you can, if you had to, hold it in a reverse grip. And that's the nice thing about these. So you could still slash with these, with this, like this one. Saw one person said they would prefer a Bowie knife over a kukri. I would take the kukri. Now, Bowie knife, not saying it's not a good knife, but it does have that clip point and it tapers off really thin. Whereas if you have something like this that's really, really hefty, thick blade, because like I said, kukris are normally a hefty, thick blade, you could literally bend that clip point or break it off with the backside of this kukri. And like I said, this one, since it tapers out, you could really stab with it. Plus, anything that a kukri hits is going to be devastating. So you don't have to put a lot of oomph behind them to do that. Whereas with a Bowie knife or any kind of knife, you really have to put a little bit of effort into them. But these, they're devastating. That's why the Nepals used them so much, and even to this day. Like I said, you can do a lot. You can prep food with them. You can chop wood. You can do curls if you wanted with this. You can't really choke up this. Kukris aren't meant to have a choil. But with something this short, you would have a lot of control already. You could even put your hand on the back side of it and use that little dip and then just kind of work it back and forth. But yeah, for around 30, 40s, like I said, I'll put a link to it. Dollars, you can't beat it. I mean, it's a solid blade and it's a full tang. It's got reinforced rivets on it and the rivets look really, really nice. But yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed with this purple dragon. I think they do a good job. So like I said, if you wanted a knife that can do everything for you when you go camping, in my opinion, is the Kukri. You don't need anything else but this. And it doesn't feel cumbersome. It does feel like you can control it. Even if you're doing curls, little, wood shavings or whatnot. So instead of having a big hunking knife or something like that, I mean, I guess Nepals used to kill tigers with these things, and just these. Okay, they would hunt tigers and kill them with a kukri. That's pretty impressive. This is like one of my wife's favorite knives too, is the kukri knife. And I'm a big fan of the kukri too. In fact, Nepals, depending on where you go and talk to, they either consider this a knife or a short sword, actually, because it would use this for close quarter combat. And like I said, they can have a 12-inch blade. Some are actually longer. I got my wife one a few years back. They're rare. They're very rare. but it's got like almost a 24-inch blade on that thing. So they made him bigger. But yeah, Kukri knife, you can do a lot with. It's a great little tool for camping, everyday use. Like I say, you cut food with these. That's what they were designed to do, is everyday practical life is what a kukri's for. Not just fighting, but you could, like I said, do all kinds of stuff with it. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's not a very long one because we've been busy this weekend. So I thought I'd get this video going. Have a good one, and we'll see you all in the next one.